like Snoop Dogg. He takes care of the house, but that woman went through some shit for a long time being married to that man.
But she's still there though, right?
She's still there. She went through everything because she's a down ass bitch. She sat here and she done went through the shit, but she went through a lot of shit in order to get to where she's at today.
Do you think it would have lasted as long as it did if she had the power?
Nah, absolutely not.
Thank you for contradicting yourself. Incredible, bro. Like,
it would be hurtful.
Do you think money and fame corrupts a woman from a relationship standpoint?
See,
we'll start here and then work our way.
Money and fame corrupt a woman.
Yeah, from a relationship standpoint, because that was your argument just now. Why she behaved the way that she did?
Yeah, I think so. Like if you're like Beyonce, you have to date a Jay-Z for sure. You have to.
Oh, okay.
But do you mean like money and fame corrupt a woman in the relationship? Like she had this money and fame before she got in the relationship, or she got it while she was in the relationship?
Does it corrupt her ability to be with a man?
Yeah, I think so.
So you think
yeah, I think
Okay.
so. There's I don't know much about like the Hollywood actresses and stuff, but I think like she needs to date like just like why Jay-Z and Beyonce, or like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. You know what I mean? It makes sense. They're on the same level. It makes sense. You gotta.
Who do you think wears the pants in that relationship with Dwayne Wade and Gabriel Union?
Oh my God!
I think we've all seen is
I don't.
Let her answer, guys.
Yeah, no.
You agree with her?
I think
Okay.
so, because I mean we don't know which way he's going these days.
All right. What about you? Do you think influence and power and money corrupts women from a relationship standpoint?
Yeah, because once they get the power, they probably focus on other things more than a man.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
Your mom tells you. Your friends, your mom is telling you. Your friend is telling you. Your aunt, your single aunt with 3 baby daddies is telling you. Your grandma is looking down her nose at the man that you decided to be with, even if he is doing really well and you're not even there yet. Even if that man is leading you to the right direction, you got all these women telling you, oh no, he's not the one, or just nuances. Don't listen to them. Just give your respect to him. For God's sake, he has to pull the load. It's so simple. It's like a really little simple thing.
So is that
selfless?
Is that your way of saying that power does corrupt women? That was a question.
Where's this going?
Yeah.
Where's
It
that
has
playing?
the ability, yes, if she doesn't get some logic injected into her brain.
All right. What about you?
Yeah, I agree.
Why do you agree?
Because money can corrupt anyone.
Okay. Do you think it has a tendency to fuck women up more in a relationship or men?
Probably women. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Just like you said, she has more pull.
You think it's bad when women have more pull?
What?
Do you think it's bad when women have more pull?
Yeah.
Why so?
Bad women?
Do you think it's bad when women have more pull?
Oh,
And why so?
I mean, it could be more dangerous. Yeah. Why? Because, like you said, it's fragile. It could be more fragile in a relationship.
Okay. What about you? Do you think it's bad when a woman has power and influence in a relationship, corrupts her ability?
Absolutely, unless your man has more power and more money and more fame. Like if you're superior to him, no doubt that this will happen.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
Yes, I don't think that's a good thing, because I think we've established earlier that women are a little emotional, just a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. So a little bit. So I feel like that would play a big part in it, because then like we know that we have the power and we know all of this, and then it becomes emotional, and it's like, don't tell me what the fuck to do. I make more money than you. Shut the fuck up. And then things like that could happen. And yeah, you know.
Who do you think has to be in a power position that has the influence and the money in a relationship for it to work long term? What do you think has a better chance of succeeding? The woman being in that power or position and having the leverage and the power and money and fame, or the man having it?
I feel like it needs to be equal. And I know, because I know women and men are not equal. I feel like something like that would have to be equal, just because I feel like if the man was to do it and he has the fame and the power and all of that, he is like Snoop Dogg. He takes care of the house, but that woman went through some shit for a long time being married to that man.
But she's still there though, right?
She's still there. She went through everything because she's a down ass bitch. She sat here and she done went through the shit, but she went through a lot of shit in order to get to where she's at today.
Do you think it would have lasted as long as it did if she had the power?
Nah, absolutely not.
Thank you for contradicting yourself. Incredible, bro. Like, you don't hear yourself?
I said
She was trying so hard not to agree.
No,
Yeah,
because I said I feel like it needs to be equal.
Hold on, stop. You feel like or you think?
You know what? I'm going with my emotions.
What do you think?
The man.
Incredible. Bro, this podcast, man.
The man.
You can't make this up.
But we established women
She didn't
are
want to admit it.
emotional.
Because she knows.
The example you gave.
We emotional. We established we emotional. So
Bruh.
if I feel it needs to be both, but if I'm going through logic,
hold on.
then the man.
Do you know any couple that's equal on that financial status?
Beyonce and Jay-Z?
No.
Well, no,
Jay-Z
they're not
makes
equal.
more
He
money
makes more money than
Yeah, he
Beyonce.
does.
So nobody's equal on that setting ever.
And you use that example, but if you had flipped the roles and the chick was Snoop Dogg, she was the artist, she was the one pulling all the money, had the status, would it have lasted as long as it did?
What about Rihanna and ASAP?
No, I think he would have left us.
We'll get to that here in a second.
Yeah.
I think he would have left us. He wouldn't have dealt with that.
You mean she would have left his ass? If it was the other way around.
If she's Snoop Dogg, she's the one taking care of everything.
No. I'm
but
saying
she's
if
cheating on him all the time.
I mean, as in she's still a female.
But she's doing what Snoop Dogg did. She takes care of the household, but she's cheating all the time. I don't think he would have sat there and just dealt with it.
No, she would have left his ass, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
But she's still there.
No.
Hold on, what?
He's flipping it on the reverse.
Okay.
If the girl, his wife, Miss Brodus, was actually Snoop Dogg, and then that whole scenario happened, she would have said, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm out. I'm going to go do my thing.
You think so, though?
Yeah.
But
why would she stay? For what?
I mean, I don't know.
She's making moves.
She is making moves, but that's her like high school sweetheart. And you the one that's and that's her high school sweetheart. And you the one we flipping the roles, right? So she was the one that was taking care of the kids. So that means Snoop will be the one taking care of the kids at home, while she's the one doing everything that Snoop was doing, right? If we flip in the roles.
But yeah, she was the breadwinner and he was staying at home with the kids. Do you think the relationship would have lasted as long as it did?
I don't think so, but because of
That's my point.
him leaving, not because of her. I think he wouldn't have sat there and just been getting cheated on all the
Okay,
time.
let's go ahead and say that he would have left. It still wouldn't have lasted as long. Same conclusion.
Right. But it's not because of her leaving.
No, I think she would have left.
You think so? She's the one making all the money. You staying at home taking care of the kids,
On
and I'm
average,
still doing
do women want a
everything.
man that's equal to them or better than them?
But if she's the breadwinner, then
That means she's better. Therefore,
you're right.
Only matter of time.
You're right.
Man,
You're right.
logic is a woman's weak point, man.
It is. You know what?
God damn.
But we get there. We get there when we have somebody that's showing us the right thing. So there we go.
Man, I'm getting paid to do this shit. I would never explain this to y'all if it was for free.
Typically, though,
That's why I just deal with girls that just get it. Like I'm not gonna sit here and explain to you why I'm the
Imagine
leader and why
in
you
your
shouldn't be.
own home, your man talking like this one-on-one. Nigga, fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
man.
end well.
This is really All right,
Pero-
yeah, go ahead. What about you? Do you think who do you think should if you have a situation where one couple where one has more power, right, or more fame, who needs to have it, the man or the woman, for the relationship to last, in your opinion?
And the man, of course.
Why?
Because he's the one who's supposed to lead. And if the woman has more power and more money and more fame, she won't be attracted to the man.
Okay, all right.
That's the instinct.
What about you? And then we can address your ASAP Rocky question.
Who should have more money? The man.
Or who do you think should have more money, fame, status, etc.? Like who should be the one?
I guess the man, yeah.
The man? Why do you say that?
Just because he's the one providing, we're providing the family. So he should be providing the income and the status and everything else.
Okay. So doesn't that contradict the whole ASAP Rocky and Rihanna thing that you were trying to say? Or I don't know where you're going with that, but
you were saying like if Rihanna has more status or money, and I was saying Rihanna could have more money than ASAP.
She does.
She does.
Yeah.
We never. You just brought it up. You kind of just blurted it out when we were talking about the situation.
Yeah, because you said that doesn't ever exist. Like a girl having more money and it doesn't work out. Yeah, you did. I wrote it down.
I said what has a higher likelihood of lasting longer.
Yeah, I wrote it down. You said that, and that's why. That's exactly why I said
pen
Rihanna.
and paper?
Yeah.
Mentally?
Well, I wrote it mentally.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you. He's my guy.
No, because let me tell you exactly what happened. I was mentioning that the man needs to have more of it, and then you blurted out Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. You said, "What about that?"
Then she mentioned Beyonce and Jay-Z, and you're like, "No, Jay-Z has more money." So I was like, "What about Rihanna and ASAP?"
Yeah. So you
That's my
say
question.
you're naming an exception to the rule.
You said we'll get back to that in a second.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to get back to it for?
Yes. To tell you that an exception doesn't make the rule.
Okay, well that's why I brought it up.
That's one situation where it's happening. But do you think
I feel like I can probably name more, but like right now I'm just giving you one example. Can
you name another one?
No, right now.
Okay.
I can't. No.
Would it be fair to say that the reason why you can't name another one is because it's extremely rare?
No, I'm saying it's more rare, but I'm saying you said it doesn't exist, like that you don't see that.
I didn't say that. I said that it's the likelihood of it is rare.
Yeah, I agree.
And it,
but I'm saying it could work. Rihanna made it work with ASAP.
Well, we're still.
All right.
I'm saying it could work.
Do you think it's good to live life on could, should, and would, or what is?
Yeah.
What do you think is more optimal?
Yeah, what is? For sure.
Because wouldn't it have a higher likelihood of being successful?
Don't say that like it can only work like this.
I didn't say that though.
Okay.
I'm saying in general, right? I never speak in absolutes. I always say, hey, typically it doesn't operate this way.
Because you guys take specific situations. So if we're talking about
that relationship is still fairly new. So I doubt it's going to last long.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than likely what's going to end up happening is she'll probably end up leaving him or whatever. Rihanna's been dating serially for years.
I'm not saying it should be that way, but you guys were trying the fact that it could never work like that. I'm saying it could. There's a possible chance that it could. I'm saying there's.
We never said never. We said it's more than likely not gonna.
So never say never. That's all I'm saying. Never say never. That's all I'm saying.
We never said never.
Okay.
Technically, you said never. We never said never. We said most likely it's not gonna work out.
How was your day today?
That's good.
Great. Okay, what about you? Save us.
Typical female arguing tactic. Yeah. Let's mention the one nuanced example and use that. I mean, the argument is simply when women have leverage, it doesn't work out most of the time.
And we can see clearly who's the one running things in that dynamic. Look at the cover of the magazine where they did the photo shoot.
Pull that up real quick, actually, Chris. Type in ASAP Rocky Rihanna UK magazine cover.
And I know as a Bayesian bro, she ain't taking shit on that nigga, bro. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yo, she gave Chris Brown a 1-2 combo.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. You can never be.
Don't play with Rihanna, man.
Yeah, man. No. It's not a good look when the woman is leading in a relationship, man. It's you're gonna be hell for you guys. And some of you guys right now are probably watching this with your girlfriend and thinking that you and your girl are equal, bro. You're not. I mean, look at this.
She's taking charge, bro.
Look at this. This actually, I think, very destructive propaganda.
Listen, bad gallery.
Because
exactly, it's Rihanna. Like, let's not.
So let's.
I mean, who cares?
Let's tell the truth here.
I mean, the reality is that women don't lead relationships. This is a false pretense. You got the guy in the back being feminine and weak. You can see he clearly doesn't go to the gym, skinny, docile. She's the one leading him in the relationship, and he's back with the baby. I think this is when I say the death of masculinity is upon us, my friends, I'm telling y'all, man, there's a concentrated agenda to destroy strong men. And the thing is that they'll put this on Vogue and make it seem like this is attractive. But realistically speaking, how many of you want to be with a man that you're leading them like that?
No.
Do any of you guys want to be in a relationship with a man where you're leading them like that?
Definitely. It just feels so weird to look at.
What about you, Miss Rihanna? You brought this up. Do you want to be in a relationship like that?
Mm-mm.
I think the baseline here is that respect will not follow if you're the one leading your man. It's almost impossible to follow.
Yeah. I mean, controversial take, but women are terrible people when they're in a leadership role to you. They're going to make you feel like shit about it every day. They're going to emasculate you. You're a bitch ass nigga. You're a bum. You're a fucking, they're going to talk to you crazy. Like a perfect example. I don't know if y'all noticed it. That older chick that was here, the 40-year-old.
Yeah.
That is the byproduct of a woman being single for most of her life, being masculine, not having a guy to tell her this is how things go, this is how things don't go, etc. And if you're a woman and you reach 40 years old and you're still single, a lot of the times there's clues why. Within 10 minutes of us talking to her, I knew right away what the problem was. Oh, yeah. She's too masculine. She's very assertive, very dominant, non-agreeable. She thinks that her and the man are equal. So you give me disrespect, I'm going to give you disrespect back. It doesn't work that way.
I called it, bro. Menopause.
Yeah.
Fuck, make that fresh.
Yeah. Like, and the thing is that, like, as a lady, right? Like, you don't fight fire with fire. You know what I mean? That's just not how it goes. But hey, it is what it is. She thinks that she's equal to a man and behave like a man, and she gets treated like one, and they get the fuck out of here, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
What about you? And the question was, because I think we kind of like
we talk a lot of things.
If I'm correct,
in a relationship, if who needs to be the one with the fame and the money? If there's going to be one party,
Man or
should it be the
woman?
man or the woman?
A man, definitely.
All right, what about you?
And
Oh,
the
well,
alpha.
you
And the
started this
alpha
off,
guy.
and
Yeah.
you basically think
Yeah.
it's. You said the reason why she behaved like that is because she has more status and money than him.
Yeah.
So I want to say this, guys. Never get with a girl that has more clout than you, bro.
Yeah.
Never do it.
It's funny.
Never do it.
DDG made a song called Famous.
Fucking good.
Right?
I was gonna mention that,
I
shit.
just heard that song yesterday.
Is one is hard. Two, it has a lot of like melodies in it. But three, the lyrics talk about dating a famous girl, and it breaks down why it's so stressful going through scenes. Might be kissing dudes, might be like flirting with guys, and the video shows you she has a man. But to be honest, no respect because she's famous. Do whatever, go to parties, talk to dudes. Where's the respect? Once again, if she makes more money than
Not
you,
only that,
more clout.
she dictated how he behaved. If y'all go back and watch that podcast, he kept his mouth fucking shut.
Boom.
Why? Because he knows that him saying anything crazy or controversial will directly affect his woman's ability to earn certain roles on casts. So what does he do? Keep his mouth shut, not say nothing, just kind of just be there. So you effectively are neutered as a man when your woman is in a leadership role.
It happens.
And it doesn't work when it's like that. It doesn't work. When women have the leadership role or they're running things and you kind of are just sitting there like, oh shit, it's a L. Look at Will Smith with his girl. Look at that situation that you just mentioned with DDG with the music. Like, bro, it's a L every single time. Never, guys, date or get with a girl that's in showbiz or has more status, clout, or money than you. It's a fucking L every single time. That's why I will never take an influencer chick seriously.
Yeah.
Ever. Streets, 9 out of 10 times. Unless she's prepared to give all that shit up. Because I already know what comes with the territory.
I do understand the leverage point of, for example, let's say the guy is like not where he wants to be and he wants to level up in a certain atmosphere, a certain like environment. He'll date that girl to get into that environment, but it comes at a cost.
Comes at a big cost.
Yeah, so
a big cost. And I keep it 1,000 with y'all, man. So a lot of time it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
You know?